Okay, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the June 3rd terror attack. And I need to get some time to talk, and I need to gather some facts. Now, it is scientifically impossible for me or anybody else in the world to tell every single minute story that happened on any particular occasion, because every single witness will have their own story about where they were, what they did, how it happened, and those particular witnesses, victims, survivors, I don't want to call them, their stories could be anywhere from one paragraph to 100 pages, depending on what they saw, how they saw it, what happened, blah, 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 blah. So I'm just going to give a brief overview of what happened. I have some things printed out here. And if I make a mistake, I make a mistake. I'm not going to read this whole damn thing. I'm just going to summarize it, paraphrase it. Okay? It was a white Renault van. Renault is like a French car manufacturer. Every once in a distant blue moon you see their cars here, but not very often. They're mostly in Europe. The ringleader wanted to rent a larger truck, a 7.5 ton truck, but he didn't have you rent the truck, you gotta pay for the truck in advance, all of the bullshit, blah 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 blah. And he wasn't able to get the money together to rent that truck, so he had to rent the smaller truck. So they used the rental, and they had 12-inch kitchen knives that were made with ceramic blades. Now I'm going to see if I can find a video on ceramic blades somewhere where you show cutting with ceramic blades. Ceramic blades are not as sharp as steel blades, duh. But believe me when I tell you, ceramic blades are good enough for cutting things. And if I take a ceramic blade that's 12 inches long and I jam it into your friggin' torso or your face, you're going to feel it, okay? No joke, you will feel it. And they put fake suicide vests on. So they probably didn't have the resources to make real suicide vests, but they wanted to have the visuals. They wanted to have the images of radical jihad. And the image of radical jihadi is what? A suicide vest. So they use like water bottles taped together and all of the bullshit, okay? And believe me, at night, van runs a whole bunch of guys over. Suspects get out of the van, brandishing knives, stabbing people, and they have things taped to their body. Believe me when I tell you, no one in their right mind is going to sit there in the dark watching suspects come at them with knives and go, is that a real vest? Is that a fake vest? Is that a... They're not going to do that, okay? So the visual is there. Now the van traveled south, across London Bridge, to do like a recon mission. They wanted to survey the land, what's going on. Then they came back 6 minutes later on the other side, and they made a U-turn and ran over a whole bunch of pedestrians, killed 3 of them. And one of them mothers started calling 999, which is their version of an emergency number. There were 13 wine bottles with flammable liquids, Molotov cocktail bombs, basically. Blow torches, okay, so these guys are ready for fucking war. They crashed the van outside of a pub on Borough High Street. They ran into the borough, stabbed 4 people, and some people threw items at them, bottles, tables, chairs, and shit like that. They were actually shouting in fluent English, "This is for Allah." They started running down the block, going in and out of other restaurants and bars along Stony Street. Southwark Tavern was one. Brindisha Press. I've never been to London, so this is new to me. Okay, if you're in London or know London or you're familiar with it, then this would be good for you. But I don't know this area, so I couldn't tell you what street this is on, what the name of that pub is. I couldn't tell you to save my life. One guy fought all 3 attackers with his bare fist. He suffered some really bad stab wounds, but he saved a lot of lives because as he's fighting the suspects, people are running away. So they're distracted by him, and he's saving people's lives. He did survive, thank God. He went to the hospital, barely beaten, but he did survive. There was another guy. He was also saying "fuck you" with them. I'm Millwall, whatever the frick his name is. The attackers were shot dead by Metropolitan Police. There was a baker. It was like a Romanian bakery, and the baker took a crate, hit a guy over the head, and gave 20 people shelter in his bakery. Okay, so you got the guy hitting the suspect over the head with his crate and allowing 20 people to take shelter inside his bakery. Then you've got the guy fighting with his fist and causing a distraction, delay, to get, and people are taking that opportunity to get out. Then you've got the guys in the pub that are just throwing bottles, chairs, tables, whatever the fuck. Okay, and then the police come, and in London, not all police are armed. British only armed. The British only armed. And this says 46 shots were fired by the British police on the other side that went in the line. The British are not armed to the extent that American officers are armed. The British do arm several officers. Officers that protect nobility, officers that protect politicians. We're not much different than they are. Officers that protect high-risk areas, mostly government facilities. Officers that are members of what we call SWAT teams in America. Well, those take time to assemble. The cop walking the beat does not have a gun in him. He has to call in for a special unit to come, and they have to bring their guns, so it takes a few minutes to get a gun on the scene. And there was a report that some officers were actually chased away by the suspects. I don't know if that's true or not. But what you have here is what I talk about all the time. I don't know if these guys watch my videos. I don't have a lot of views, but they have my mentality. Whether they got that from me or some other place, the mentality is there. You've got to do something. Okay, you have no choice. Okay, it's either fight or flee. Now, one guy had the balls to stand up with his bare hands and punch the shit out of these guys, all three of them at once, taking heavy wounds and cursing at them on top of that, while other guys fled. Could those guys have helped them in the fight? What's their skill level? That guy was obviously a pretty good fist fighter. I don't know if he's a boxer or military veteran or some guy like that, but he's someone that knows how to fight. Other guys were just picking up tables, chairs, bottles, throwing them at the suspects. Other guys were, like the guy with the bakery, the crate him over the head with it. Okay, and that delayed, and the police got there, and those guys saved a lot of lives because they caused delays in the suspect's plan. They caused diversions. They allowed guys to escape. Okay, and that's pretty much the name of the game. I always tell people, I don't know how their response time is, but I always tell people here in America, you're looking at an average of 6 minutes before the police arrive, depending on how many police are in the area. If you have something that, if you live in a small town in the middle of fucking nowhere, where there's a 10-person police force, okay, and you have a ranch outside of town, you could literally wait an hour and a half for a cop to arrive. Literally. Larger cities tend to have more cops available, and those cops tend to respond faster when they're involving terrorism. Guys yelling Allahu Akbar and shit. When there's multiple fatalities, multiple injuries, multiple shit like that. Okay, but you still got a delay. Okay, calling the police is not a magic thing to do. Okay, and this I've been heavily critical for over a decade now about these fucking liberal idiots in my country, where they just say someone shoves a gun in your face, call the police. Okay, good. It takes 6 minutes for the police to get there, and it takes 50th of a second for the bullet to travel 2 feet into your head. Okay? You've got to be able to keep yourself alive until the police get there. And this is a prime example of guys saying, you know what, fuck this. I'm gonna die anyway, I might as well throw a bottle. I'm gonna die anyway, I might as well throw a chair. I'm gonna die anyway, I might as well punch a motherfucker. Okay? This is the mentality we're faced with, okay? This is the way the world is now. Okay, always be prepared. And I talked about this in the last bridge attack they had. I talked about this in the Ohio State attack. Keeping in mind, I felt very upset about that Ohio attack because my niece was offered a full scholarship to Ohio State, but she turned it down to go to Monmouth to be closer to home. Doc Canales had friends that were actually on campus when the attack occurred because he's an alumni of Ohio State. He and his wife are both frequent speakers at Ohio State. They come back to all the sporting events, all the charity events, and all the other bull crap. So they know a lot of people at Ohio State. Okay, so I tend to take some of that stuff personal. Okay, I had a friend of mine from high school who was in Paris during that massive attack. They shot the restaurants, they shot the concert hall. Okay, I tend to take this shit. I had my cousin, the one who was gay. Her and her fiance, they've since been married, but her and her fiance were living in Boston when the Boston bombing happened, and they're both coaches. And her fiance had a couple of students that were at the marathon. Something else that I find amazing. Once again, the suspects were known to police. In fact, there's a video I'm going to put it below if I can find it, where one of the suspects is being filmed in a documentary about Islam in London or England, whatever the fuck it is. And these motherfuckers are in a park, praying to Allah, waving around the ISIS flag, and police come and detain them. Okay, so once again, my friends, we have the same shit over and over and over again. Whether it's police in this country, or police in that country, or police in this country, or police in this country, they always know who the suspects are in advance. And they always ignore it until it's too late. And people are starting to realize this, what I've been talking about. Look around you, where's the weapon? The bottle is the weapon. The chair is the weapon. The table is the weapon. Your shoe is the weapon. Your fist is the weapon. Okay? The pool cue is the weapon. The pool ball is the weapon. Okay? Stay aware. Stay in the fight. Be safe. Thank you.